Welcome to Voice Visionary, where books speak and wisdom comes alive.
Welcome, visionary minds, to another journey into the world of timeless literature. I'm your host, and today we delved into one of the most celebrated novels in English literature, Jane Austen's masterpiece, Pride and Prejudice. Written in 1813, this novel has enchanted generations with its sparkling wit, keen social observations, and unforgettable characters. As we navigate the intricate world of love, pride, and societal expectations, prepare to experience the drama, humor, and romance that make this story timeless. Sit back, relax, and let your imagination paint the vivid landscapes of 19th century England. Summary of Pride and Prejudice. Setting the scene, early 19th century England. Pride and Prejudice opens in the rural county of Hertfordshire, a place where society thrives on social standing, marriage, and propriety. The story begins with a line that immediately captures the societal preoccupation with wealth. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. This sentence not only sets the tone for the novel, but also highlights the satirical lens through which Austen examines societal expectations. Example, imagine the bustling drawing rooms and charming ballrooms where young women are carefully observed for their beauty, wit, and marriage prospects. Every interaction is scrutinized, and every proposal can change a young woman's fate. The Bennet family, characters and dynamics. At the heart of the novel is the Bennet family, a middle-class household with 5 daughters. 1. Jane Bennet, the eldest, kind-hearted and admired for her beauty. 2. Elizabeth Bennet, or Lizzie, the protagonist, intelligent, witty, and independent-minded. 3. Mary Bennet, the studious and moralistic middle sister. 4. Kitty Bennet, the impressionable fourth sister. 5. Lydia Bennet, the youngest, flirtatious, and reckless. Their mother, Mrs. Bennet, is obsessed with marrying off her daughters to wealthy suitors, while Mr. Bennet prefers humor and sarcasm over active participation in social climbing. Example, think of a modern-day family reality show where each family member's quirks, ambitions, and interactions create constant drama. This is precisely how the Bennet household operates in Regency England. The arrival of Mr. Bingley and Mr. Darcy. The social landscape shifts when Mr. Bingley, a wealthy and amiable gentleman, rents the nearby estate of Netherfield Park. Accompanying him is Mr. Darcy, a proud and wealthy aristocrat. Bingley is immediately charmed by Jane Bennet, whose beauty and sweetness captivate him. However, Darcy appears aloof and dismissive, especially towards Elizabeth, whom he initially considers tolerable. Example, picture a grand ballroom with candlelight reflecting off crystal chandeliers. Music plays, and guests dance gracefully. Bingley swoons over Jane's elegance, while Darcy observes Elizabeth with a mixture of fascination and disapproval. This sets the stage for the central tension between Pride and Prejudice. First impressions and misunderstandings. Elizabeth's initial dislike of Darcy is fueled by his pride, while Darcy's admiration for Elizabeth grows quietly. Their misunderstandings are exacerbated when Mr. Wickham, a charming officer, falsely accuses Darcy of wrongdoing. Wickham's deception sows the seeds of Elizabeth's prejudice. Darcy's reserved nature prevents him from immediately correcting the misunderstanding. Example, imagine a workplace scenario where a colleague spreads a misleading rumor and misunderstandings escalate due to pride and social hierarchies. Elizabeth and Darcy's story mirrors such timeless human conflicts. The growing relationship, letters, and revelations. A key turning point occurs when Darcy writes a letter to Elizabeth, explaining his actions towards Wickham and revealing his deep feelings. Elizabeth realizes she had misjudged him. Darcy's letter demonstrates his honesty and integrity, challenging Elizabeth's assumptions. Elizabeth's self-reflection marks her personal growth as she recognizes her own pride and prejudice. Example: this is like receiving an email or message today that completely changes your perspective on someone you had misjudged. Darcy's letter is transformative in both emotion and narrative. Social pressures and family scandals. The Bennet family faces tension due to Lydia's impulsive elopement with Wickham. The scandal threatens the family's reputation. Darcy secretly intervenes to resolve the situation, demonstrating his genuine care for Elizabeth and her family. This act of kindness shifts Elizabeth's perception of Darcy further. It also emphasizes Austen's critique of societal norms and the consequences of reckless behavior. Example: imagine a modern social scandal where a family member's actions could damage a company or social reputation. Darcy's intervention shows true nobility and integrity. Elizabeth and Darcy's growth. Throughout the novel, both Elizabeth and Darcy learn from their mistakes. Elizabeth learns to see beyond first impressions and understand character. Darcy learns to temper pride with humility, recognizing the importance of genuine connection over social standing. Their mutual growth sets the stage for a satisfying romantic conclusion rooted in respect, understanding, and love. Example: it's like two colleagues initially at odds learning to appreciate each other's strengths and values, eventually forming a strong partnership. The happy ending. The novel concludes with Elizabeth and Darcy's marriage, symbolizing the triumph of personal integrity, love, and mutual respect over societal expectations. Jane and Bingley also marry, reinforcing the theme that true compatibility is rooted in understanding and kindness rather than superficial wealth or status. Example: picture a grand estate wedding where two people from different social worlds unite through respect, shared values, and love, a universal theme that resonates even today. Themes and lessons. 1. Pride versus prejudice. The novel examines how pride can blind judgment and how prejudice can hinder understanding. 2. Marriage and social class. Marriage is portrayed as both a social expectation and a personal choice. 3. Personal growth. Characters evolve by confronting their flaws and biases. 4. Family and relationships. Strong familial bonds and guidance play a crucial role in navigating life's challenges. Example: in daily life, these lessons remind us to reflect before judging, value integrity over appearance, and cultivate self-awareness in relationships. Memorable characters and their influence. Elizabeth Bennet, courageous, intelligent, and witty, embodies modern feminist ideals. Mr. Darcy, initially proud but ultimately honorable, represents integrity and personal growth. Mr. and Mrs. Bennet highlight contrasting parental influences, humor and absurdity versus anxiety and pragmatism. Lydia and Wickham serve as cautionary examples of impulsivity and deception. Example: these characters are timeless because they reflect human traits that are still recognizable today: intelligence, pride, curiosity, impulsiveness, and loyalty. Jane Austen's literary brilliance. Austen's use of irony and wit allows the reader to enjoy social commentary without feeling moralized. Her narrative voice is sharp, playful, and perceptive. Austen's detailed depiction of daily life, social rituals, and human emotions makes her work timeless. Example: think of reading a blog or a witty social media post that cleverly critiques society while entertaining you. Austen's writing achieves the same effect with lasting impact. Why Pride and Prejudice endures. Relatable characters. Elizabeth and Darcy remain iconic due to their complexity. Universal themes: love, pride, prejudice, and societal expectations are timeless. Cultural impact. The novel has inspired countless adaptations in film, television, and literature. Example: Modern adaptations like Bridget Jones' Diary or Pride and Prejudice and Zombies show the novel's continued relevance and versatility. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen's masterpiece reminds us that true understanding comes from humility, reflection, and the courage to look beyond first impressions. From the bustling ballrooms of Hertfordshire to the intimate reflections of Elizabeth Bennet, this story continues to captivate hearts across generations. If you enjoyed this audiobook, don't forget to subscribe to Voice Visionary for more timeless classics brought to life with clarity and passion. Until next time, keep envisioning, keep learning, and keep listening.